Well guys, welcome to the channel again. Today we took the drive to the west side of the UK, Morecambe Bay. Well, what a beautiful morning. On my way here last night and it was starting to rain and I thought, have I made the mistake? But it's just a quick session to see if I can get myself an early place. But the mark I wanted to fish, for some reason it's changed. So the bay changes quite a bit over the seasons. So after a little bit of help from Gerrys and Stu, I can't pronounce his second name, so that's Stu anyways, good friend, has put us on another mark which I fished to the right before, but I haven't fished at a low water, I fished it at high water. So we shall see if anything actually comes out. Target is Plaice with an outside chance of a sole. Obviously there's a chance of flounders in the mix, and even an odd bass. But today it's mainly Plaice. Tell you one thing I have noticed, the water is really cold. I don't know if that'll play a bad factor, but I've noticed I've just been washing my hands and I obviously went in the water and went out. The water is like icy cold. Today's baits, I'm just using worm baits. That's all I've ever had my Plaice on when I've come over here. The rig, I'm just using a 2-hook flapper, and on one of my 2-hook flappers I've got like a wishbone on the bottom hook. So the green and black beads. What size 2 hooks. I think they're Amazons. But this is literally my first cast. Well, that sun's getting up. It's really nice. Oh, pump it up. Newcastle won the cup. Don't you know? Pump it up. Say, oh, what a beautiful morning, like. What a morning. There's a bit nip in the air, but that sun's out. It's nice, you know? Haven't even had a single bite. It's been about an hour. I knew it was going to be slow, to be fair. But it's just to test the waters. Because I'll be coming back over in April to see if there's anything like... There has been a few fish coming out. But it's all in small pockets. Like there could be, say, 10 anglers and one angler gets a fish in that. It's one of those things. But you'll never know if you don't try. Well, I've got a bit of ragworm on this one. And a big long flown wishbone. I think I've just got my first bite. Literally a tiny little rattle. Probably a pinhead biting. You know when you're just staring at the rod for that long and you just see the tip move, you're like, oh, you get excited. But to be fair, that one there, I put that one out at distance compared to the other ones I've just been plopping like 30, 40 yards. I've decided to give this one a bit of a wallop out like. Where's it gone? I'm using mono today, like, so I'm not using braid. I like to keep moving my lead about. I always do when I'm fishing for flounders in Plaice and stuff like that. Like, always keep the bait moving. Tell you what, as much as I love Morecambe, the beaches on Golden Sands, like, they're like a muddy slop. It's like a horrible, dark, sloppy beach. Right. Been about 10 minutes since that bite. I think. It's lying on, I think. There's a nice little pull down when I first. And I got the initial first bite. Sorry, I'm lying. The first bite looked like a pinhead biting. And the second one I got a good pull down. What we got? Yes. And it looks like we target species. Mission accomplished. It's only a small one, but it's still a Plaice. Could tell by the shape of it when it was first coming out of the water there. Brilliant. And there we have it. The famous Plaice from Morecambe Bay. That's on the wishbone. Got a wishbone there. I believe they're sea glow beads and all. Which I've had in my rig wallet since last year. So I'm well pleased with that. Well pleased with that. I got it on hook and I'll show you in a minute. Right, I'm going to hit this one a little bit further because that cast there with the Plaice was a lot further. So Tell you what, like, the first bite was like a pinhead whiting, but then it never really come back, it never developed till about 10 minutes later. My rod, it went over. So I don't know if it was two separate fish or if it was a Plaice. Right, here we go as a proper look of it. Just had in a bucket of water there, helping it revive. Just literally casted this other one out. Nice clean fish, very nice clean fish. Lovely spots on it. Hopefully we can find a bigger one. It's just size. You know, I'd say it was 30 odd centimetres. I'd say 30 centimetres. So lovely orange spots on it, lovely. So we'll get this one back and get this other rig baited out. Like I said before, the bait I'm using is just worm baits. I've got some lovely ragworm there, some nice big lugworm, really nice big lugworm, and some small lugworm. I want to give Darren a shout out from Gerrys of Morecambe. He literally delivered me bait this morning, 6 in the morning. Now that is service, like, that is absolutely great service. Thank you very much, Darren Breen. You are the man. You really are the man. I'm going to be popping into the shop after this session, have a bit chin wag, and discuss what I'm going to do after today's events. Like, thinking about going for flounders. Or heading over to Port Carlisle or Ulverston or somewhere. But we'll see. I'll see how the day pans out. Right. So, it's a little bit about the rig I'm using. I've had flounders on both rigs. I've had them on the 2 flapper and the up and over wishbone rig. So, it's basically it's a long flown trace. It's roughly about what? 4 foot. And on the business end, got some nice beads and some fresh blow lug. So, that basically goes on top of there on a long-tailed Gemini, and then that's clipped down onto a splashdown. That's all I really use, to be fair, when I've been fishing for Plaice over here, or the 2-hook, just a 2-hook flapper. You can make your snood short or long, prefer them not too long but longish. But on this particular one I've got a wishbone on the bottom. So it just ups my chances. I've had quite a few double shots of Plaice on a wishbone. A couple of years ago I was getting them all the time, like. So it does work. It really does work. But I don't know if I've just getting a bite before there when I was baiting up, or it was just the tide moving my lead. Seemed to my lead just literally lifted up off the seabed. You could see my tip just do that, then settle back down. It could well be the tide, but it could also be a fish has picked it up. Right, second place. Oh, oh, 2 minutes, I'll watch it. 2 seconds. Bloody, the only problem with this beach, it makes your fish look manky. Right, It's got a couple of scuffs on its back, this one. But apart from that, it's in lovely condition. The thickness of it, nice chunky Plaice. I don't know if you can make it out on the cameras. It's got like 4 marks on its back. But literally had a touch on this one. It wasn't even a good bite. It was just a little touch, little tap. But I'm just glad I've pulled a couple out. I've went against everything to do with flatfish fishing. Normally, I'm going to put this in a bit of water there. Normally I just plop it 30-40 yards, but I thought I'd go for a daft chuck and chuck it a little bit further, and that's how I've managed to find the fish. So that one there again was out further, so that's within 2 casts there I had 2 fish. So I've plopped this one a little further, but when I'm casting you can tell I'm on a bit of a bank on a ledge. That's the only thing. But hopefully I'll not lose any gear by doing it. But it's been a successful session up to now. 2 fish. I'm well happy with that. As far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished. Would be nice to get 140 centimetres though. But maybe a bit too early for that, I don't know. But beautiful looking things. Just double checking the tides. Today, so in the next hour it's going to be low water. I'm going to probably fish it down to low, maybe 1 up, and then go for some breakfast. I think, like, been a lovely morning. Just been messaging a local lad, a lad called Robert Thorm. I think he pronounced it as Thorm. Therma Thorm, his second name. And he's you want to watch out for him because he's been producing some music, and he's got his first single coming out, and I've just been listening to it, and it is absolutely class, like old school. If you like your 90s and stuff like that, and your dance music, you're gonna like it. Like, I've just been listening to it, give us goose pimples, just messaging him there, just asking how I'm doing, that because he knows I'm down. Got onto his music, brilliant, like, so watch out for him, Robert Thorm. So nice lad, really nice lad. But honestly, I love the 90s and the 80s music and stuff, like. And that was brilliant. What I don't want to put it on the channel. I don't want to spoil it for him. But just keep your eyes peeled. I'll give him a shout out once it's released. Like, that's if it's your type of music. It's not everyone's, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like, great what he's doing. Missed that last bite. I think it was a bite anyways. I was stuck there on the last cast. Didn't lose my gear, but took a while to get it out. That was that distance and all, so it must just drop off with shelves. And yeah, if you got a fish on it, I don't think you're going to get it up, like, so that cast I've kept it a little bit more closer to us. But going off the time now, I mean, it's 10 o'clock, 5 to 10. I think give this another hour and 20 minutes and head off the van. I'm hungry now, like. But it's still nice to get 2 Plaice out. Be nice to get a 3rd out just to finish the session off. But that wind started to pick up. It's a bit of a stiff easterly there now. It's got a tiny, tiny little bite in the air, but it's bearable, like, you know, it's not like the northeast where it's cold. Nice to hear all the birds tweeting. There's a bit of commotion earlier on. There's birds on the opposite side of the bay. And you could hear them all going off it. I don't know what for, like, but they're going off it. It's just nice to be out. Nice to be out. Well, this is my last cast. I've been standing talking for an hour to one of the locals, like digging his lug room there with his dog. But I don't think I'm gonna get anything else, to be fair. It's starting to push and hard here now. So I think this is it, like. So just a little video. It's nice to get out and try something different, something away from the rays. You know, I mean, rays this time of year, thornies, they're starting to show over here, the thornback rays. But it's just different to get a different species. But if you like watching the channel, please press that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and the like button. But I'm hoping in the next video there'll be another one on flounders somewhere on the west coast. So try and keep the content rolling. But if I get anything on this chuck, I will be back at yours. But if not, tight lines for now.